When you come and visit Dr. Devorah Feinbloom at Marblehead Natural Healing, she has a whole host of modalities in her holistic toolbox. Her goal is that by addressing whatever your current health concern is, that you'll be able to have a more vibrant life and be able to access boundless energy. I think we could all use some of that. So thank you for having me today.
It's great to have you here.
So tell me, applied kinesiology. That's how you say it, and what exactly is that?
Okay, applied kinesiology, you can call it muscle testing.
Okay, much easier to say.
Much easier. And it was developed in the 1960s by a chiropractor named Dr. George Goodhart. And he found something very interesting that nobody knew before, that if you put certain substances on the body or in the mouth, like a nutrition substance, it could have an impact and affect the strength of a muscle. Where if you put certain other, what we call noxious or toxic stimuli on the body, it could cause certain muscles to go weak. So what that's really saying is that the body intuitively knows what's right for it, what's good, what's bad for it. By doing these very simple muscle tests, you can access that information.
So even if you're not ingesting the substance, but you're just touching it to your body, you can get that kind of information as a response.
I know people always ask me, how could this be? Is it? But because things are all energy, we're energy.
Right.
And I explain it like this. You know, I ask people, have you ever met somebody and you just didn't like their energy?
Right.
You know, how to explain that? Or you met someone and you thought, wow, what a great connection.
Right. And you feel that, your body responds to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all energy.
So what are you looking for when you do a muscle test?
I look for two things. The first thing I look for is a strong indicator muscle. And I would love to show you if you would like. So I'm going to have you hold your arm out straight. I'm going to move it right here. And what I'd like you to do is to lock your arm straight. Okay?
Yep.
So I'm going to ask you to resist. I'm going to push very gently down on your arm. Okay? You ready?
Yep.
Straight down, and you're going to push up. Now, do you feel that little lock in there?
Yep.
So if I were to let go, it would spring.
Right.
That's a natural, normal, neurological lock.
Okay.
I'm going to touch this spot right here, and I'm going to ask you to do the same thing, to resist. You feel what happens?
Yeah, my arm went down.
Your arm went down. So that is what it feels like when I would find something weak on your body.
So what was it that you were doing when you changed just by putting your...
This is considered a circuit breaker point, and it would do that with any muscle. And it gives you the experience of the difference between what a strong muscle is and what a weak muscle is. So I look for a strong muscle, and then what I will do is I want to ask the body questions either about the bones or about the different organs in the spine. And the body is made up of, it's like a computer. So I can put my hand, say, on the thyroid or on the liver or the spleen or all the different organs. And if that organ is not working or the energy from that organ isn't working, then it will cause a strong muscle to go weak. And once I know what is weak, then I can ask why it's weak. And there are usually 6 reasons why an organ is weak. 1 is that there's some kind of food allergy. 2, there could be some infection in there. Sometimes tissues, like the thyroid, for example, can collect heavy metals, like mercury leaching from teeth. Chemicals that we've been exposed to, and even scars from surgeries can affect that, and maybe just a poor diet.
So you can get all this information by testing the muscles.
Right, and then once I know why it's weak, then I can test different nutritional substances to see if that will correct the issue. So in the sense, I can design a very individualized health program for someone.
So what kind of conditions would someone come to you with that you might use muscle testing for?
Okay, a big area that I work with is thyroid, adrenals, which is stress-related things, lack of energy, fatigue, not sleeping well, blood sugar issues, let's see, liver toxicity, headaches, things like that.
What kind of information can you gather from doing a muscle test? Is it both about the condition and about the solution?
Right, exactly. So I can tell like how, if someone's immune system is weak, I can tell if, you know, they have food allergies, and then I can figure out if the food allergies, they just need to take it out of their diet for a short time, or if it's a real allergy. I can tell if the scars are tripping up the energy fields, and chemicals and heavy metals. I can tell if that's in the body and how to get rid of it.
Nice. So obviously this is something you're trained to do. It's not something you would do at home. So is there something that you would recommend for people at home, like how they could just tap into their body and start listening a little more to what their body's saying to them to improve their health?
I think low energy or energy imbalances are a really good way to know that something is out of balance. If you're not sleeping well through the night, and you don't eat well, I think those are all kinds of signs, like maybe you're craving things because you need the extra energy.
Right.
So those are the kinds of things that I would look for.
So the things that are out of balance will give you an indication that you might want to make an adjustment to be in balance.
Right. Even if you're even moody is a real good sign that something's out of balance.
Well, thank you for those tips.
You're welcome.
So if you'd like to learn more about muscle testing, you can go to Dr. Devorah's website. And next week, we're going to explore a hot topic. We're going to get into Dr. Devorah's sauna. And until then, I hope you are balanced, body, mind, and spirit.